Hello. Sorry, I had to restart my Discord. All right. We got here 35. Can everyone hear me? Jason, Addy.
Yep, we can hear you.
Audible.
Easy. Well, welcome everyone. I think I'll just wait another minute in case anyone else comes. We will be recording this event, so we'll be live after, if anyone misses it. All right. So, hello. I am new, relatively, but this is the first time I've ever spoken in Discord. My name is Sam, and I am the marketing manager for Ironfish. So how I wanted to introduce this program is that I just want to run through a brief agenda, give you a brief intro on me and Jason, Adi. Then I'm going to briefly go over the program, and then we will answer any questions that you may have about the program. We'll also keep a text chat open for about half an hour to an hour after, just answering questions if you can't get on stage. So, with that, yes, I am Sam. So nice to meet everyone and finally speak on Discord. I'm super excited about starting this program. And yeah, really loving Ironfish so far, and super happy to meet the community. I've been so impressed with the engagement of everyone so far. And yeah, Jason, do you want to hop in here?
Yeah, so many of you may have heard me speak at the monthly pulses, but I am on the engineering team, so I work primarily on the node and the crypto and the protocol layer. You've also probably seen me engage with many of you in chat, so I'm just going to be providing support for the event. Adi, if you want to introduce yourself.
Yeah, sure. Hi, good morning, everyone. Good evening, wherever you are. I am the community manager, and I would be working along with Sam, coordinating the whole ambassador program. So as many of you have already reached out to me in DM, in chats about information regarding the ambassador program. So as you stated in the announcements, you can learn more about it in the given text. We will also be sharing more information. Once you apply for the program, if you get selected, we'll connect with you and then share the steps forward. I think it will be incredibly amazing, and it's an exciting event to collaborate with ambassadors and help people understand about the project. I hope you are as thrilled as we are. And yeah, if at all there's any questions that you have about the project, about the program, anything, my DMs are always open. Thank you.
Thank you, Adi. It's been super helpful. So just before I dive into the program, I am aware that a lot of people are asking about phase 2 and are really excited about it, but I would just kindly ask that you would keep those questions to another call. We do have the monthly pulse coming up next week, so a lot of the wider team and a lot more of the engineers will be on then, and they can answer your questions about phase 2. So with that, a little bit about the program. So we started this program to recognize the people who have been within our community, who have been helping out and amplifying our mission for some time now. We have been blown away with the enthusiasm and the engagement that Ironfish has had since our phase 1 testnet. So I just want to say thanks, on behalf of the whole team, because you guys are awesome. Everyone's been super great. The team has been incredibly impressed. And yeah, it's amazing. So how are we going to run this program? We thought about this, and there have been people who have been engaged since the start and have been actively contributing and have been super helpful with helping us out. So we decided to have 2 tiers of ambassadors, and you may have read that already. So we'll have captains and voyagers. There will be 5 captains to start. They have been already selected by the team. So as I said before, they've been chosen from the previous engagement and help ever since they've been involved. So they will also be, helping with the process and the selections of the Voyagers. So because we want to kind of integrate as much opinions and integrate the community as much as possible on our end. So we'll be working closely with them and the Voyagers effectively when they come on board. So we have had a few questions, and we know this is a very small intake of people to start, especially because we have, 20K in our Discord. And we know that selecting just 20 Voyagers, there's a lot more people who have been active than that. But we are only selecting this small amount because, we want to manage it effectively. We want to optimize the program. We want to scale it in the future. And we essentially want this program to compound and run itself in the future. So to do that, we want, the best way to do that is initially work with a small group and figure out all the kinks and then, scale there. Saying that, if you're not picked this round, there will be future rounds. Right now, I can't say when they will be, as that will become clearer in the next few months. But if you do miss out, there will be more chances for new people coming in or people who have recently joined the Ironfish community who have, not had the best chance to engage or create content yet. That will be reflective of their time in the community. We do appreciate that. And we're constantly looking at people engaging, and just know that, because most of our team is on Discord every day, and we do have discussions about the engagement and the new people coming in. So if you are new, just start with some of the ways that we've put up on the website to engage under the task sections, and we'll recognize this, and you'll probably have a greater chance in the next round to enter and become a Voyager. Saying that, play to your strengths. We don't want you making graphics if you're a writer. We don't want you making videos if you're a graphic maker. So just play to your strengths. We do really appreciate original content and value-driven content. We're specifically looking for that, not just copied and pasted content from our site and put on a random blog somewhere, because that doesn't really help us. So this is something we want to avoid, and only quality content that is engaging or helping community members is really valued. Okay, so the first application will be tomorrow morning. Why did we choose this time? So we chose 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time because it is 6 p.m. in Eastern Europe, 4 p.m. in London, it's 11 p.m. in Asia. So we wanted to get the best and fairest time possible that everyone could participate. Then the process after that is we will be going through entries. We will be picking 20 Voyagers by May 20th. That is our date. We want to turn around all applications by then. So tomorrow at that time, we will post a link in announcements, and that link will automatically shut off at 500 entries. And as I said before, we know we've already had a few queries about the size of the application intake, but this is needed for our team to go through all the applications diligently and fairly. There is only very few of us who will be going through these, so we've had to have a hard cap on those influx. Okay, so the application itself will be relatively simple. You will need to put together a Google Doc ahead of time, and that's why we've posted this already, made it live. This is important, so please make sure your link is public when you upload it to the form. If there's a private link that we have to request access to, we're not going to do that. So then your application will be thrown out. Another top tip is your graffitis are also case sensitive. So please make sure you enter them correctly in regards to cases. When you have compiled your document, I suggest you probably do that ahead of time, like today for tomorrow. You will just need to link it in the form and then put your email in so we can directly contact you on your email. But there will be steps on the form you can go through. You should note that if you apply more than once, you will be automatically disqualified and banned from any future thing. So please, please don't do this. I don't want to disqualify anyone. I want to make this as fair as possible. I want everyone to have the best chance possible. So that's why we're bringing that rule, and I think it's fair. I don't want anyone gaming the system and having an unfair advantage over anyone else. Okay, how will we be judging this? So, as you can see in the document, length and time you've been helping out the community is a big factor. So the longer you have been helping, the better chance you will have in becoming a Voyager. Also, the quality of your contributions and how engaged you have been with the community is incredibly helpful. We'll be going through all these applications with a fine-tooth comb, essentially. As I said before, you can apply in the next round of applications when that opens up. There is not a set date for that, and just to reiterate, if you do break the rules, you will not be able to enter in that future round. For the task section, the Iron Fish team and the captains will be reviewing contributions of the Voyagers every few weeks. So if you have not been contributing enough in your role, you will be demoted in the Discord and not a part of the program anymore. On the flip side of that is, if you are a Voyager and you've been incredibly helpful and gone above and beyond your tasks, you could be upgraded to captain status. And that's obviously decided by the captains and the Iron Fish team themselves. So all roles will be getting NFTs depending on their status. Voyagers will get a different NFT to captains, and these NFTs will be eligible for awards in the future. We're going to try and build as much utility into them as we can as we go on and progress. So if you do get selected, we will mint these a few weeks after and send them to your wallet. As I said before, all ambassadors will be picked by May 20th. And is there anything I missed, Addy or Jason? I think I covered most of it, so let me know if I did. But if not, I'm happy to open up the floor and go through any questions. What's that?
I think you've covered all the points.
Fantastic. Cool. So if anyone has any questions, please come up onto the stage. Please answer them. Addy will be selecting you. So let me know.
I just posted the questions in our chat if you want to answer those.
Okay. One sec. I'm on a different form. Okay, so that is a good way. Right, so the first one I've got is, how often do you plan to recruit ambassadors? So good question. Definitely in a few months. It all depends on how optimized we can get the program ready. I don't want to expand it when it's not ready to expand. So that will be completely dependent on how the first batch goes and how we optimize it effectively. So the other question is, do ambassadors get test points for contributions? The only rewards right now are roles in Discord and the NFTs. But the NFTs will have exclusive rewards in the future. We wanted to, we're not saying that that's going to be the only reward structure in the future, but for now, that is the only reward structure we're giving. What are the special rewards? So this is still being fleshed out by our team. We've got a lot of thoughts about this, and there's a lot of exciting things we can implement. But I think we're going to have to just wait for a second and see, and then that will become evident in the next couple of months. What else have I got here? Where do I submit my application? So there will be a link in the announcements at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. As I said before, please get your form ready and ready to public in order to just send as soon as possible when this application opens, because as soon as we get 500 applicants, it will automatically close. Okay, what wallet will the ambassador NFT be sent to? I will for later in the round. Jason, maybe you can come here, but I think it would be an ETH wallet to start. If people aren't comfortable, then Jason, what would you suggest there?
I think we will need to figure out exactly the details, and we'll announce the details of the NFT rewards probably a little bit farther down. Would be my guess. Most likely ETH, but I think we should just kind of wait. We'll have a little bit more details there.
Yeah, of course. That is all I've got so far. How long do you plan the ambassador program to last? Will it be technical or marketing or a mix? I plan to run this ambassador program for, the entirety. It will be a solid thing. It's great to build the community around this. It's great for community members to feel valued as well. So this will last as long as we want it to last. I don't see it ending anytime soon. And yes, it will be a technical or marketing or a mix. Like we know everyone has different strengths. We know everyone has, can do different things. So we don't want to pigeonhole anyone. We want everyone to have the best chance. So we don't discriminate in that sense as well. If you're really good at marketing and making graphics and writing, that is equally as valued as engaging in a technical level in the community, helping out people, posting questions, submitting PRs. And yeah, are there any other questions, Jason?
I think we have answered most of the questions that have come through the chat. CK asks, if an ambassador gets demoted, will there be a backup ambassador they can claim their place? So I think the theme of the question is, if people are getting demoted, how often will we do kind of more rounds to fill in those ranks? And I think you've kind of already answered that a little bit. So if you want to just reiterate that answer.
Yeah, for sure. So if they do, if it is deemed fit that they should not be a part of the program by Ironfish and the captains of the program, their roles will be demoted, and then there won't be necessarily a person who can come in directly behind them. I think we'll wait to the next program to open, and then they will get to apply. I think that's just fair, instead of creating a backlog of people.
Yeah, I'm going to answer one that kind of bleeds over into phase 2 a little bit. So D-Wade ETH asked if ambassadors can submit their contributions for testnet points. And just to clarify, we no longer have a category in phase 2 for contributing material. The ambassador program is now the only reward vector for contributing to the community and getting rewarded. So if you do get accepted and become an ambassador, there's nowhere else to actually submit your contributions to. Those categories have been removed from phase 2.
Yes, good answer. Adi, did you bring El Churco? Am I saying that correctly?
Yes,
Hello.
This is correct. Hello, this is Al Turco. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thank you. And this is Al Turco. We are following your projects almost a year, and we have an official Telegram channel, and we are helping out Turkish community members. We, together with our community members, joined your incentive last year.
Do you have a question
Sorry?
for the MD?
Yes, I will ask.
Okay.
My question.
Thanks.
My question is, when you select your ambassadors, what kind of subjects you will focus on first? For example, you will focus on social subjects, or for example, technical subjects? Thank you.
Yeah, great question. So we'll be going like a whole raft of different responsibilities. So as you can see on the blog post, we've got from writing to making videos, onboarding members on Discord and answering technical questions. That's where like the technical capabilities come in. Also submitting PRs is a part of that. International, representing your country's community and relaying information, also translating content. That is a huge part. Operational, helping out with the program, and events in the future, hosting in-person and virtual events. I do want to touch on, we want to make this as fair as possible, and we are looking for as many community geo-specific representatives that we can. But saying that, we don't want somebody to just open a community and say, can I be an ambassador for this community? Because it's really dependent on your contributions and the quality of your contributions in the community that we really want to reward people for.
Yes, I ask because, as you know, you already organized the incentivized testnet, and many of our community members joined that, and they run for a long time, not but couldn't find any. Some of them couldn't find any block, so they were expecting this program, and thank you very much.
Nice.
Thank you, Aldu. Thank you.
Yeah, I have another question here that actually seems like a pretty good question. How do you plan to keep track of activity? So, will there be any special tasks, or do the ambassadors have to self-organize tracking and reporting their activity? So, I think this question is more around the idea of as they do things, what is the process for tracking and reporting all their contributions to make sure they either get upgraded, maintained, or downgraded? So if you have any idea about the logistics of that.
Yeah, it's a really good question. So I'll be setting up a framework, and I'll be working with captains exclusively regarding this, because we do want to track as many contributions as people do, but we also notice from a surface level how engaged people are. We are on this platform a lot, and the captains are quite close to us, so we do notice the level of engagement. But I will be creating a framework that every month or two we go through and track Voyager's contributions to the program. Is there any other questions? Does anyone else want to come up? No?
I think that is the majority of the questions. I think everyone's extremely excited for the application period tomorrow.
Yes, I'm excited about it, and yeah, I really do. I really do suggest you put something together tonight so you're ready for it, because I do. This is a pretty competitive program. We've had a lot of interest, so this will go quite quickly. So I just want everyone to be as ready as ready as possible as they can. I'm going to keep the chat open for half an hour. Adi and I will be here answering any more questions that you may have in a bit more depth. So yeah, if anyone has nothing else, I'm pretty good. Adi, you got anything else?
Yeah, just that I see a lot of people here who very active in our chats and channels, be it Terrence or all of the channels, basically Thai, Vietnamese, French, Russian. Incredible support, incredible enthusiasm, both on Discord and Telegram. I have a lot of people reaching out to me on DM in the past few weeks. How do I sign up for the ambassador program? I hope you all apply, and we really look forward to working with you. And yeah, thank you so much for the incredible response that you've given for this program. And yeah, if at all you have any questions, the chat is open now. After the chat, you can still continue to message me if at all you are listening to this recording after a while. Thank you once again. Have a good day.
Awesome. Thank you everyone that came. Thank you Jason and Abby. And yeah, excited for this. So good luck everyone.
Have a good day.